there, this is Business with Dave. In this video, I'll be telling you why you should be, or the benefits of why you should make your products from scratch. I think lots of people would like to buy something and then hopefully they can just sell it on, have that profit margin. But here I'm just gonna list a ton of things why if you make it from scratch, you're gonna be benefiting you and your business in the long term, and hopefully I could persuade you as well. But before I jump into this video, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. You guys are all awesome and so special. And if you haven't already, do subscribe at the end of this video. It'll be much appreciated. But yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So this first thing is that you have greater quality over your products. And I think that's so important because a lot of pre-made stuff, their quality is kind of average. They don't need to be super high, so why should they be super high? But when you're making it from scratch, you are dealing with raw ingredients. You could be dealing with organic ingredients or gluten-free stuff, and whatever you need to make, you are catering to that sort of customer need. So this is where you have ultimate control what goes in, how much sugar to put in, how sweet or how savory you want to make your products. And I think that greater control, that greater quality control in particular, you can set the standards, because if it's high quality, you can set a higher price. If you're going for lower quality, you can set a lower price. You don't have that much leeway if someone's already made it for you, but if that's something you want to do, that's always an option. But obviously, if you make it from scratch, it will take longer. You need to spend more time prepping, and it will take a lot of skill and particular experience to do whatever product you are doing. So do consider whether you want to buy it in already made or make it from scratch. But if you make it from scratch, you can set your quality. I think that is pretty important if you want to set your business to differentiate from other people. The second thing is that you don't rely on other people for your product. And I think when you think about if you rely on someone else for a particular thing, and if they don't make it, or if they buy it from somewhere else and they don't get delivered, then you are going to be affected. Same process if you are buying from a bakery and their quality maybe dips a little and then affects your final product. You literally have no control of that because you rely on another business for their supply. But if you make it yourself, then you have ultimate control. You buy in the raw ingredients, which you could hopefully buy in all the major supermarkets, and then you could do up the recipes and make it yourself and deal with that internally instead of rely on other people to give you their products for you to sell to your customers. I think it's pretty important because there will be times where supply chain issues or their prices are going up, so your prices are going to need to go up. You literally have no control over that. But if you can make it yourself, you set your prices according to how much margins you want to put on and what the costs of the whole thing is for you to make. So you have a bit more control over the costs in particular as well, and you don't have to rely on someone else for your business to function. The third thing is that you decide how much to make and sell. When you buy from someone else, you probably need to order 20, 30, 50. This is just guesstimation. When you are making it yourself, then at least you know roughly how much to make and whether you want to make more and make less, and ultimately you decide that if you only have a set amount that you have to order and then you don't sell it, will that go to waste? And whether if you make it from scratch, you have a bit more control. I think ultimately if you can reduce the amount of waste, that would be great, because then that's more profit margins, it lowers your costs. You make too much and it goes into the bin, that's never good, particularly if it's like a rainy day or there's an unexpected event and then less people are coming to buy your stock. If you have a bit more control over what you are making and what you are selling, then you could make a bit less. You don't have to strictly order that 40 items if it's going to be, you think it's going to be a bad day, or it's going to be really pouring down with rain. You can just literally make 20 yourself. So do consider the accessibility on the quantities that you can make when you're doing it yourself, because then you have greater control. Again, it will take time for you to do, but I think on a longer term, you'll save a lot of money instead of chucking stuff away if you don't sell it. So do consider how much to make, how much to sell, and that gives you that greater control over that quantity side. The fourth thing you should know is that you'll feel a great sense of pride. I think a lot of people won't speak about it because when they're running their own business, they don't need to tell people how proud they are. But I think when you are doing it yourself and you're making everything from scratch and you are literally hand making stuff and following your family's recipes, this will give you a great sense of pride. You have something to tell your customers. If customers say how you found this business and how you got the recipes, you have a sense of pride that I've been taught by my mom, my dad, my grandma, and I'm making it myself, so I'm sharing with other people. That is a great story to sell. And it's true. It's literally true. You're not telling any fibs. You are honestly telling and informing customers the honest truth. I think when you can do that, it gives you that sense of pride, because this is your business. This is like your baby. So why would you mistreat it or like not treat it well, not making sure that it's got the best possible opportunities out there? This is your business that you're going to hopefully grow, and hopefully you'll be enjoying selling to people as well, your products. So do take that sense of pride. Do share your heritage, your cultural stuff, and just like stories as well. I think there's so much people can learn from other people, so do share it whenever they ask, but don't hide it away. Do take a sense of pride. If someone's going to come to buy from you, they are buying from you. They're not buying from someone else. If they walk through that door, if they come to your market store, if they buy online, you have achieved something that a lot of people are already dreaming about. So do take that as a sense of pride. You are doing well, and hopefully you can push on as well. And my fifth and final point is that you can manage your costs and manage your waste a lot better as well. I think I've touched upon it on my previous points. If you know your costs, you can buy in bulk, you're making it from scratch, you know how much to make, at what price, to what sells to customers, and at what quantities on what given day. This will give you the ultimate flexibility. This gives you the ultimate control on how much to make, how much to sell, and if you sold out, great, no waste. But obviously if you make too much, then you just need to adjust it for the next weeks and following days as well. But when you have that control, you don't rely on anyone else to dictate. If you have some spare, just in case you sold out and have some reserves, you can bake some more. That's always good, because then you can increase your sales. But because you are in ultimate control, you are hand making everything, you're prepared enough as well for any given day, you can maximize your sales to the max. And you don't even need to worry, because ultimately everything is made from scratch. You don't need to rely on anyone else. And hopefully if people like what you're doing, people love homemade stuff. People love it when people put their heart and souls into whatever they make, whether it's food or whether it's a product that they can use. It gives them a sense of pride that they're buying from someone who actually cares. And if you apply that care and love into your food or your products, it will show to their customers, and hopefully they will tell their friends and family about you and spread that positive word of mouth. So don't disregard that as nothing. Do value it, and do take it as a very important aspect that your business needs in order to succeed. So do push on, and hopefully it will pick up pace and you can turn it into a successful business as well. Thanks for this video, guys. Hope you found this video useful, and if you did, like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. There are so many of you that have subscribed, so I appreciate it so much, and hopefully you've taken some value out of these videos as well, because I'll make it for you guys and I find it fun, and hopefully you find it informative as well and educational. But do click in the like button if you did like this video, and if you have any questions, do put in the comments below. Maybe I could answer it in the comments, or I could turn to a video as well in a future video. So do keep that open. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next video. Take care.